Welcome back to That Dad Guy. I wanted to make a video today. I wasn't sure what to make it about, so I thought I would just talk to you today and you guys can leave me comments and maybe it will help generate ideas for new videos to come. Today was absolutely freezing outside. So when I went to work, it was minus 22 degrees Celsius, and with the wind chill, it was minus 33. So I did not want to be out there very long. So it took me about 5 hours to get everything done today, which was good. But when I got home, I just wanted to have a hot chocolate, eat warm food, get under the blankets, and so that's what I did. Even watched a movie. So now I'm a little bit more motivated. Figured I'd get on the camera and talk to you a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys are like this with post-crossing, but my registereds are all up to date, so I have to wait for them to get there, so I don't have anything else to write. All my swaps are up to date, so I don't have any of those. So if you want to swap me, send me a message and I'll work on getting a card out there. I've also done some surprise cards, and even some of those have reached their destinations already. So I may do a few more surprise cards later in the week to people, just to keep active with it. I've got Lego sets to do. Just haven't been in the mood yet to sit down and do those. It takes a certain amount of time and energy, and so today I did some laundry, and like I said, I watched a movie, and then I figured, well, I'll just get on and do the video. I guess I'm feeling kind of lazy right now. So yeah, one of the things that's been popping up in my feeds lately, I'm not sure why, on YouTube at least, is a reaction to Canada this and reactions to Canada and American relationships and what's the differences between the two. So I watched a couple of them. Usually the reactionary people, of course, they're from away, but the people that are giving the information are usually Americans, not Canadians, in the ones that I've seen. So it's a strange perspective of an American saying what Canada's like. And so I don't know if that'd be something you guys would be interested in, is hearing a little bit about Canada, maybe even narrowing it down to what it's like to live in the Maritime provinces or Atlantic Canada, or we could go even smaller and go what's it like to live in New Brunswick and some history of New Brunswick and what you might find if you ever got a chance to come and visit. So there's an idea. Leave me a comment on that if that's something you'd like to hear about. I'm also trying to think of videos that will get you guys involved. And one of the thoughts that I had was having you guys send me videos, a visual of yourself, and saying where you're from, and what you like about post-crossing, or what you like about Lego, or what you like about watching That Dad Guy, you know, just to be a part of it. And then maybe I could do a mix of all those videos that come back to me, and then we have an idea when someone does a comment on the video, you get a face to go with it. So I don't know, not everybody likes to be on camera, and I get that, but some of you might be interested in doing that. So if you are, leave me a comment on that, and then if I get enough support on any of these videos, then I'll reach out again and say this is what we're looking to do going forward. So those are running through my head these days of what to do for videos. And of course, I'll always have the weekend video of what came in the mailbox. So those will continue to come out, and I'll continue to do videos of me when I get something, I get new stamps or I get new postcards and writing postcards. I want to continue doing that. But here in 2022, I just want to see what the focus is, where this channel's going to go, what people want to see. I know in the past, the Lego videos don't do as well as the post-crossing videos, so maybe the community's not as interested in those videos. I always wanted this to be a day in life and just showcase things that I'm doing, whether it's going for a hike with my family and having those adventures, when we're traveling, just showing key spots of where we are. Of course, when I'm building Lego, I like to show off what's come and maybe do a little review about it, just so if you're thinking of a set, then maybe my influence or my opinion on a set might sway you one way or the other. And of course, post-crossing, I love showing off the cards. I love showing off the stamps. I know I've done a video about my father and his stamp collection. I'm still thinking about doing a video that will be more about my mother and a bit of her life, but we have to put that together and of course talk it over with her, what she wants to share and what she wants to have on camera. But I know as my parents are getting older, I love having a piece of them preserved, at least, so other people can hear their voice, I can hear their voice. We can remember some of the stories together. And so that's a nice way of doing it. So I'd like to continue doing those. I don't know, whatever else comes to mind. I'm sharing a lot of my pictures through Instagram, so people have that are following on Rob Lennox that way, and just enjoying hearing from people when they're leaving comments on my videos or feedback from pictures that I've posted. It's always great. Just bringing the whole world together, especially with COVID, as it seems to be ramping up again and more restrictions in many countries are going into place. It's nice to be able to reach out and talk to people and just find out how their days are going and what they're going through. For me, I find the winters can be long, even though we're only 2 months away from spring now and winter's just begun here. When you get really cold snaps like this, or when we have a big snowstorm that doesn't seem to go away, I find it a bit more draining. It's beautiful to look at when it's outside, but the nerves are a little higher when you're driving in it. When I'm working in it, the fear of slipping and falling and having something under the ice underfoot, or when people are out driving, you want to make sure that there's no slippage and people have control of their vehicles. So winters are always a little harder, and winters in Canada can be rough. Now, we've been very fortunate the last couple of years that winter has only been maybe cold temperatures, not a lot of snow. So this 30 centimeters we just got was the first big dump we've had in quite some time. Now we're predicting another 5 to 10 tomorrow, and maybe additional 5 to 10 again on Friday. And with the cold weather, the snow we already had, it hasn't gone anywhere really. So we may see higher banks coming up. And if they do get up there, I'm certainly going to show them to you so you can see what it looks like. And then it may be a more typical Canadian winter this year. And for those of you who don't experience it or have never experienced it before, I'm going to share it with you so you can see how it goes, and you can experience all the different seasons we have here. Some people think of Canada and think of that we just live in igloos and it's just snow all year round. Hopefully those of you who are watching videos throughout the summer and saw our nice warm temperatures and some of the locations that I went on hikes, we have beautiful green areas, we have beautiful coastlines, beaches, lots of things. But we are a four-season country, and especially here in Atlantic Canada, we experience all 4 seasons. If you're living in Vancouver, in British Columbia, the seasons are a little different. You don't get as much snow, it doesn't get as cold, but if you go into northern British Columbia, they certainly do get the snow and the cold temperatures. So it all depends on where in the country you are. But here in New Brunswick, we're going to get all 4 seasons, and right now we're experiencing winter at its harshest, I would say, with the cold temperatures today. I know Alberta, especially up towards Edmonton area, they have had just dreadfully cold and snowy times the last few weeks. They are now just sort of coming out of it, and we are only getting it, 1 day, 2 days, and then back to a -3, 4 type temperature. So we're not having it too hard here, but today especially was awful cold. So that's all I wanted to say today. Hopefully you'll comment and leave me your opinions of what sort of videos you'd like to see, what sort of videos you've enjoyed watching thus far, and maybe if you have any ideas of something that you'd like to see based on what I've done before. I know people have talked about me doing more stuff about Canada Post. I've had some success with some of those videos, so it is possible if I ask the right management and supervisors, maybe they'll let me into other areas of the plant that I could do a video of to show that off. Just watching me deliver the mail may not be all that exciting, but if we could see more about the plant. It's hard right now with COVID. We're trying to limit things, so it may not come for a while, but I am certainly still thinking of other Canada Post type videos that I can put out there just to show people what it's like to work for the company. Anyways, stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?